is the CSR director at Sun Communities. Now, she has no idea what I'm about to do, so I'm taking a very big risk here. So I need you to cheer this on, because when I found out she had a musical career and a music video that is kick-ass, I said this needs to be shown. So give it up as she comes to the stage for Rebecca Ndombi. This is good stuff. This is awesome, isn't it? Oh my gosh. This is one of our largest funders. Let's give her a huge job. This is a good idea. Okay, Rebecca.
I'm gonna keep you.
Here's the clicker. That's the button that advances the slides. One more big hand for Rebecca.
Hi everyone. I didn't expect that, but anyway, I'm so glad to be here. I came with a team. If they could just stand up and wave. That's my. Well, as you know, I'm Ndombi. I'm the Social Responsibility Manager at Sun. But before I start my presentation, I'd like to introduce myself and kind of like share my life story. Could we do that? Great. So this is me. I was born and raised in Nairobi, that's Kenya. And when I was 15 years old, I was walking down the streets of Nairobi surrounded by displaced families and children begging for food or a place to stay. And I was only 15 years old at that time, and I wanted to help. You know, I wanted to do something for my community and just help at least these kids that didn't have anywhere to go. But I didn't have the resources at that time. So what you do if you want to help, but you don't have enough resources, you don't have enough, like, I wish I was rich, I could just dish out the cash and just give every kid in the streets. Well, literally, I came from Kilimani. Kilimani is a city in Nairobi that on my right was the largest slum in Africa with over 700,000 inhabitants. And on my left was the White House. So I was right down the middle. I was middle class. So I couldn't like give out money to these kids or, you know, try and help them because I didn't have the resources. So what did I do? Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Those are 3 things I did. So at age 15, I started where I was, and the first thing I did is I realized I had friends. We all have friends, right? So I called a couple of my friends and like, hey, Kristen, what do you have in your fridge? Do you have some food in your fridge? I think we could give some food donations to these kids. I mean, we have to do something. We don't have much, but I think we could do something. So Kristen called this one, and that one called that one, and slowly by slowly it became a movement. And this families in the streets got some food and something to do and some place to stay, and it just slowly became a movement. And in 2000 and sorry, I'm going behind. No. So in 2007, I think that's about 10 years ago, around 11 years ago, that's when I started my nonprofit called Tabauti. So what Tabauti does is teaches orphan children how to read, how to write, you know, because you can't just give food donations. Because I ask myself, if I keep on giving food, I mean, tomorrow they'll want more food, the next day they'll want more food. So what's more sustainable is to teach these kids, not just the kids, also the families, life skills on how to build their lives so that they can be independent and not depend on anyone for anything. So I have, my nonprofit is called Tofauti. We have over 300 volunteers in Africa, Asia, Europe, and now America, thanks to you guys. And if you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. So small things in a great way, like what we're doing right now with Life Remodeled. It might seem like something so small to just either give funds or just put yourself out there and try to clean a loan or just try and do anything. But small things, do them in a great way and you'll see the impact in the long run, okay? In 2012, I then started working for the United Nations, started traveling around the world, getting to realize that there's much more than just, so much more out there than just the small little girl who wanted to help her community. And I was the first African woman to represent the presidential delegation for the United Nations in New York in 2012. That was great. And 80% of success is just showing up. The fact that you guys just showed up here, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna be like, okay, what am I gonna tell these guys today about my life? I'm just gonna be so honest. I just showed up for that conference that day. I just said, okay, there's a conference in New York, you have to show up, you have to implement policies, and all I did was show up. And Ban Ki-moon was like, oh, this is Rebecca, she has to do this for her nation, and everything fell into place, and we created policies that increased job training, not just in Africa, but in the world. And that was just me showing up. And in that same year in New York, I met my husband, who still sweeps me off my feet till today. And just by showing up for that event, things just moved into place. So that's my short life story, and I'll get right to the point of San communities, currently where I am today. So yes, I was born and raised in Kenya. I studied in Rome, Italy. I traveled around the world trying to do good, and then we moved here with my husband then I started working for San Communities. What is San Communities? Does anyone know? No? San Communities is a fully integrated real estate investment trust with over 370 communities. That's manufactured homes, RV resorts spread across the state, Ontario, and we just opened our borders to Australia. So that's good. So that's San Communities. What do I do at San? Ever since I was young, I always knew I wanted to help. Whatever line, career, work I do, I would help people. So what I do is I lead the social responsibility program at San, and we've done quite a number of things. I would start with education. We do provide scholarship funds to our residents. We've helped over 300 students with scholarship funds across the state and in Canada. And as I mentioned, we're opening to Australia. We do support environmental programs. We partnered with Eastern Market to increase access and consumption to healthy, affordable food, not just in Detroit, but throughout Southeast Michigan. We do health and wellness. We partnered with the American Heart Association. This is just some few. I'm just going to mention a few. If I start mentioning everyone, it's going to take the whole day. So we did that, but the best is Life Remodeled, and I'll come to that. I'll tell you why it's the best. Oh, God. There we go. So these are our pillars. These are our main pillars. We have many other pillars. When we partner with a nonprofit, we kind of like to look which pillar they stay in. For example, Eastern Market is under the environmental pillar. And community development is mostly to do with people who like helping, like Eastern Market and like the scholarship funds, diversity and inclusion, health and well-being, and operating practices. Well, Life Remodeled, funny enough, fit into all these 5 pillars. So when I was pitching the idea of Life Remodeled to sub-communities. It was very easy. Everyone was already sold. Because when it comes to environment, this guy beautified 6 city blocks within 6 days, right? This guy's amazing. When it comes to community development, these guys do that as well. But you can see they paint schools. When it comes to diversity and inclusion, they reach across all types of people, black, white, red. When it comes to health and well-being, operating practices, these guys fit perfectly into these 5 pillars. So when you go back into your companies, try and see where does Life Remodel fit and how can I help the community that I serve. So what we did is, these guys, Life Remodel have a waiver. So when we decided to partner with Life Remodel, we called Chris to our company. We told him, come Chris, come and talk to us. And he came and gave an amazing speech about Life Remodel and what they do. So that's when everyone was aware that this is Life Remodel, this is what they do, and this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going and volunteering as a company to help clean up and beautify Detroit. So the first thing we did as a company is we started registering our team members and kind of put the waiver on an online form so that it can be easy for everyone to register. Okay? I'm just explaining for you what we did so that probably you could do the same thing in your organization, okay? So everyone registered, and surprisingly enough, we had over 200 team members from our company who registered to come and volunteer with Life Remodel. So 200 people are a lot of people, and how do you manage a very large group of people? Is you group them into groups. So we grouped 200 team members into groups of 10, and each group had a red shirt team leader. As you can see, we have different teams, red shirt team leaders, and that was great, and guys were so excited, everyone was ready to work. Well, we didn't come the whole 6 days, because if you can imagine closing an office for a whole week, that's like loss. So we did choose one day within the week, and I think that was a Wednesday, was it? Yes. So we did choose one day within the week, and we came from 9 a.m. and we kind of like clocked out at around 3:30, 4 p.m. So guys were so excited, they came into the bus, and each team member received some gloves and safety glasses and one gloves, and it was an amazing experience. We even had free lunch, thanks to Chris. Buses transported team members to and from the event, and team members departed 8:30 a.m. and they reached at 3 p.m. So this is Life Remodel. I just want to say thank you, Chris, for what a great job you're doing and what a great experience we're having with Life Remodel. And for everyone who has given so much to Life Remodel, thank you, and thank you so much.